This is the Will Podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 3. Really excited to bring you the next episode for today's podcast. Today's topic in sport is the NRL, so this is the second NRL one we'll be doing. And fortunately for myself, I have the help of 2 friends today. So we've got the returning Wayne Denham and the new and improved Glenn Bryan. How are you, brothers?
Good, mate.
Good to be here.
How you feeling, Glenn?
Pretty nervous.
People can't see me. Glenn is really nervous. But I appreciate you guys coming in today. So, sporting topic today is the NRL. So, what we'll be doing, just do a quick overview. So, we'll start with a review of State of Origin 1, just our thoughts on that. Then we'll move on to State of Origin 2. We'll do a quick preview of the lineups, and we'll move on to our predictions. So, a man of the match and a close score. Then we'll move on to the next part. So this is the bulk part of the pod today. We'll do season 2018, where each of us will give a surprise and disappointment of the season that has been so far. Each of us will also pick a Dally M winner so far as well. Sorry, and we'll also do a Dally M team of the year for each position. So that'll be we'll be picking the best player in each position up to now. And then we'll be doing Shoot Your Shot, Wayne's favourite segment. For today's Shoot Your Shot, we'll be picking our final 8 teams that'll finish up in the top 8 spots. Then we'll be doing a breakdown of who should play each other with the final system that we have, and then we'll eventually get down to the final 2 teams who will be in the grand final, and then our Clyde Churchill winner for this year. For roundup today, we've got one big question. So who will be the next immortal and why? So that'll be the roundup. So obviously roundup is a quick fire question and quick answers, and then we'll finish up and we'll move on. And hopefully you enjoy the pod for today. So lads, State of Origin 1, New South Wales came out on top. Glenn, mate, as a New South Wales supporter, how do you feel about that one?
Very happy.
Very happy?
Very happy.
How did you enjoy the new young boys? They played pretty well.
I was impressed.
Who impressed you the most?
Damien Cook for sure.
Yeah, I thought he was the difference, I think.
Yeah. Even though Tedesco's been there before, I thought he really stood out.
Yeah, I thought Cook. See, you had Peaks last year who was just pretty much a defensive hooker, and then you had an attacking hooker, which is much different.
Yeah.
And he can hold his own in defence too.
He can.
Wayne, what did you make out of it as a losing supporter?
It was difficult to watch. You know, there's so many things you want to say. This person did that, and this person didn't do this. I just kind of think it started off with our forwards. Forwards didn't get the forefront, no platform was set.
Do you want to single any forwards out, Mike?
I wouldn't mind a couple of them running it straight, so show them how to hit.
The big fellas, he's offering people
out. Okay, say for example, I'll say one name, Jared Wallace for example.
Yep.
I think even if his minutes were decreased, his meters gained and tackles altogether was just terrible. Like he wasn't even playing. Didn't see him.
Yeah, he didn't impress me at all, and I thought Gavin Cooper probably had his worst game with an Origin jersey. Not that I think he's played like 3, but he's normally pretty reliable.
I think also someone that I feel that kind of let us down was Ben Hunt. I feel that his kicking game was probably the first 10 minutes was okay, then after that just slid off, kicking it straight to the fullback and to the wingers, not really giving us a chance to chase or to put any pressure on. What
was your thoughts on, as a Roosters fan? I thought Ben Hunt was just doing a Mitchell Pearce, just a nice high ball. What were your thoughts on that?
Just having flashbacks, mate. Flashbacks to all those years.
So you've got Josh Adokar, who's 5'10", and you've got Tom Trbojevic, who's like 6'10". He's like 7'8", and he's kicking straight to Tom Trbojevic. What was your thoughts on that?
You just get angry at seeing that. You know, you got to kick it to the guy that's actually pretty good in the air. Watching the game too, the commentator said that AFL were after him, so the guy knows how to jump. The guy doesn't know how to live for the ball and catch it like that. So it's probably not the smartest idea to kick it to the guy that's actually good in the air.
Yep.
So, well, you can't really jump on the field and tell them how to kick properly, and I don't think I'd be the first person to do that. But a lot of disappointing things, but we'll see how the next one goes.
Move on to the next game. Did you have any disappointing players in New South Wales, Glenn?
Nah, I thought they all played well.
Were you disappointed that Campbell Gillard didn't kill someone?
Nah, I reckon he could have done more.
Yeah. What did you think about... I think the highest talking point from a New South Wales standpoint was probably PG only getting like 10 to 5 minutes. Would you ever use them longer or...
Probably not in game one. I reckon he'll get more game time.
Game two.
Obviously, I think he might be starting in centres because Mitchell's out.
Yep.
But I thought he got used well, even though it was only on for 7 minutes. He still looked dangerous in those 7 or 8 minutes he was on.
Yep. So that's our quick overview of Game 1 of Origin. So obviously Game 2 is coming up, and it's actually on Sunday, the 24th of June, instead of the normal Wednesday fixture. It'll be played at ANZ Stadium, so in Sydney, so New South Wales have the advantage there. So we'll just go through the quick lineups. So Queensland have actually named an 18-man squad for to cover. So at fullback we've got Billy Slater. On the wings we've got Valentine Holmes and Dane Gagai. In the centres, captain Greg Inglis and Will Chambers. In the halves we've got Cam Munster and Ben Hunt. The front row is made up of Dylan Nupper and Jared Wallace. Andrew McCulloch is the hooker. Second row we've got Felice Kaufusi and Gavin Cooper, and at lock we've got Josh Maguire. On the interchange bench we've got the new sensation Caden Ponga coming in for Anthony Milford, and then the bench is rounded up with Colin Hess, Jai Arrow and Josh Papali'i, and 18th man is Tim Glasby. So the reason why there's an 18th man is because Slater is still under injury cloud, so if Slater doesn't play, Ponga slots right into fullback, and then I guess Glasby comes on and makes an all-4 forward interchange pack for Queensland. New South Wales just named a 20-man squad, so I pretty much knocked it down to who I think should be playing, and then I'll give the extra extended bench. So at fullback we've got James Tedesco. On the wings, Josh Adokar, Tom Trbojevic. In the centres, Latrell Mitchell, Jimmy the Jet Roberts. In the halves we've got James Maloney and Nathan Cleary. Front row, I assume with Gamble Gillard out, I think Paul Vaughan will get the start. He'll be partnered by David Clemmer and Damien Cook in the hooking role. Boyd Cordner, the captain, in the second row with Tyson Brazil and Jack DeBellin at lock. So for the extended bench, we've got a 6-man bench here. We've got Jake Trbojevic, Angus Crichton, Tyron Peachy, Matt Pryor, Ryan James and Tarek Sims. I'll start with you, Glenn. Who drops out of that bench?
I think Ryan James. I'd like to see Tarek Sims in there.
Yep.
He's got the grit. I think he's built for Origin. Like, gets angry.
Yeah.
Gets in there, likes to get the dirty work done.
Yep. And then I assume you think Matt Pryor drops out as well?
Yeah. That lose, I thought he would be saying, but yeah.
Yeah. So you're going with Trbojevic, Crichton, Peachy, Tarek Sims bench?
Yeah.
Still pretty scary.
Yeah.
Wayne, on the Queensland front, how confident are you with, say, if Slater doesn't play, Ponga goes to fullback? How confident are you with him? And then how confident will you be with 4 forwards on the interchange bench?
I think Ponga, he's shown day in and day out playing a Newcastle Knights squad and how good he really is. I reckon him playing Origin, well, this is going to be his time to shine. If he doesn't pull up, then yeah, good luck trying to get selected another time. I just don't see him failing. I see him doing his usual things that he usually does on the field. With everyone else, like if Slater does play, it'd be good to have Ponga on that bench, that little live wire to come on and start something. But having the 4 forwards, it's kind of like, who else would you put there as a utility though?
Yeah, well, not Anthony Milford, not after game 1.
No, exactly,
he was
right.
horrible.
So
Michael Morgan, obviously Michael Morgan is out due to injury. That's why the rush with Ponga is in. And then we really don't have much. Probably Jake Granville comes to mind. Moses and by. But I think 4 forwards is probably the way to go.
That's it. Well, especially with like how tired our forwards got in the first game real fast. It's always smart to have full bench full of forwards to come on and try something. If Dylan Nupper isn't available to play, I would chuck in Josh Papali'i to start.
Yep.
And then Glasby just jumps straight in. But then if Billy Slater's out, it's just trying to figure out who else is going to be there.
Yeah.
I see them calling in a Drake Granville or someone, or Moses Mbai's been playing too well. He's been playing alright this year actually.
Yeah, yes.
So
he's
I'll be too surprised.
Tigers too,
So all in all, I'm quietly confident. I said that last time, but you always got to be confident in the boys.
Yep.
And it'll be good to see how they go.
So for me personally, I probably would have moved GI to the back, say if Slater doesn't play, and then I would probably move Dane Gagai to left centre, and then move Corey Oates into left wing, and back over to the right side with Chambers.
That's right. You tend to forget about Corey Oates.
Yeah, because he's been playing really well. I kind of feel sorry for him. and then keep Ponga on the bench because I think once the big boys from New South Wales get tired, Ponga will start killing people. But not to be, I guess. So we'll do each have a man of the match prediction. Wayne, who are you going for?
So I'm quietly confident, but I'm pretty sure if it's going to go man of the match, pretty sure it's going to be a New South Welshman. It's going to be James Maloney.
Yep.
I'm pretty confident it's going to be New South Wales to take it out.
Yep. I will go. My man of the match. I'm going to go Damien Cook. I thought he got robbed in game one, man of the match for Teddy.
Definitely up there.
But I think if he just does the same thing, and the funny thing is he didn't really attack as much as he normally does in game one. So if he starts doing more attack, he's going to kill us. Glenn, who do you have for man of the match for game one?
I have James Tedesco. If he plays anything like he did in game one, I can just see him taking it out.
Yep.
Again.
Awesome. Okay, final predictions, score and winner. Glenn, who you got?
32-16, New South Wales.
New South Wales. New South in your mouth. I'm going to go New South Wales 22, Queensland 18. I think New South Wales is too good this year. Wayne.
Yeah, I'm thinking New South Wales as well. 24-16. Yeah.
Beautiful. So that ends the wrap up for Origin 2. So that game is this Sunday, guys. So enjoy it, and hopefully one of our predictions comes true. So we'll move on to the bulk of our pod today, and that is season 2018 so far. So we've had a pretty good season in regards to quality, but I think a massive letdown has been the reffing, but we'll get into that maybe later. So, gents, what are your thoughts on the season so far? Anyone?
I think it's up and down. Like, there's definitely some big surprises happening in the season thus far in 2018. Like you just little statement there about the referees and with Origin and the Denver test as well. There's a few changes happening.
Yep.
But all in all, I haven't been too upset with the 2018 season thus far.
Are you sure, mate? Because your team's coming what, 6th? Wayne's a Chooks fan, everyone. He's one of them.
No, we'll get back up there. It's all in due time.
Glenn, what are you thinking about the season so far, in general?
I couldn't pick it at the start.
Yep.
I think now it's starting to form the stronger teams, you can tell.
Yeah. And
who's going to be in there.
It's not the ones you would have thought.
No, definitely not. I
start the
thought,
season.
like everyone says, Dragon Warriors dropping out by now, but they're still up there, hanging on the top.
Yep.
So I definitely think we're going to have a new winner this year.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
And we'll probably get into that in the next part. So what we'll do is now we'll have a surprise each and a disappointment each for the season so far. And then we'll pick a Dally M player each, and then we'll pick our Dally M team of the year at each position. So we'll start with Glenn. Glenn, what is your surprise and disappointment of the season so far?
My surprise is the Dragons. Just how disappointing they've been in the last couple of seasons gone, but this year they actually seem like they've got the team to do it.
Yep.
Go all the way.
Yep. You impressed by how quick Ben Hunt and James Graham have gelled?
Yeah, Gareth Woodep as well.
Yep.
Like their combination with Ben Hunt.
Considering as well that 2 new players to their spine as well. Matt Duffy hasn't played
Duffy
that much.
is a freak.
He's definitely killing it for him.
Yeah.
He's a freak.
Ben Hunt to come into a new squad and he's been able to make it work from the get-go. And then how many players they have in State of Origin now too.
They've probably got the best fullback in the comp.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They had the names, but they just couldn't put it down. I'll go my surprise. So my surprise has probably been the Warriors, and it's not just the Warriors; it's probably their consistency. So they obviously recruited quite good this off season with Adam Blair, Toby Harris, Blake Green, and Peter Hiku. They're playing a lot more consistent. They're playing 80-minute football. Normally they're playing 25 minutes football. The culture seems a lot more intact after, I guess, people have claimed as the bro culture, and their new breathing technique. It's quite enjoyable to watch.
They got that from, was it the All Blacks?
Kieran Reid, brother.
All Blacks?
All Blacks.
Yeah. It's working.
Best team on the planet. Wayne, what's your surprise?
See, that's the same thing as me, both mentioned. Both those teams have just come out and just surprised the NRL this year. Dragons usually die off by this time, and now they're at the top of the ladder. Warriors generally have their strong time in the Origin period, and yet they've been fairly consistent. I still remember that massive score they put on the Roosters earlier on in the season.
Oh, who doesn't remember that one, mate?
I've been told that many times. But they've definitely been the surprise for me this year as well, both the Dragons and the Warriors.
Yep. So I think there's a lot of common ground there. So for disappointments, Wayne, what's your disappointment so far?
Not taking an attack at the team, but the Bulldogs buys of this season.
Oh, everyone, Glenn is a Bulldogs supporter.
Yes, that was my disappointment.
Bit of a stab.
So it's not a stab at the actual team, the Doggies. I hear they've got a great culture at the club. But you got their players that they bought, like Kieran Foran and Aaron Woods. You know, big talk about Aaron Woods leaving the Tigers and doing the whole bringing the Dogs of War back into the props and hasn't been able to fire. Kieran Foran is this massive player who's absolutely killed it at Manly, and he's just been trying to find some sort of reform after that whole thing happened. So I think both of them has just been a massive disappointment for the Doggies and for the fans.
Yep, I agree. And we're probably looking at Aaron Woods leaving, so maybe the Sharks, and Kieran Foran getting forced to retire. So. And then Moses and Bai just moved to the Tigers, so a lot of their good players have been moved. But then again, they've picked up some good players. Taylor Murray is playing really well.
Yep.
Reece Martin was playing well until he decided not to go to training. And how you feeling about that, brother? Who's your favourite Bulldogs player this year?
This year? I wouldn't even be able to pick one.
Really?
Matt Frawley.
Was he even in the team anymore?
I couldn't pick him, man. Like, as I said, that's my disappointment, Bulldogs as well.
Yep.
Just with the players that they let go to bring in other players that haven't performed, for the amount of money that they spent on as well. They're in for a long couple of years, I reckon.
Yeah. I think they'll pick it up. I think the Bulldogs are too good to not figure it out, even if it takes them a few years. But so my disappointment is kind of slashed into two. So mine's the refereeing and the Cowboys. So just what we said about refereeing, it's just been too many penalties. They're getting whistle happy, and it's just kind of ruining the flow of the game. So hopefully that kind of fixes up. And then the Cowboys, obviously, they're struggling. They're third last at the moment. Yeah. All their rep players are playing lazy. JT's struggling, and he's probably tarnishing his career.
You would definitely put them in the top four.
I had them in the grand final.
I
had them winning the grand final. And then, so JT's just ruining his legacy.
Yeah.
They're inconsistent, and on paper they're strong, but the results are different. So they're my just big disappointment.
What do you think the cause is for that?
I don't know. I honestly can't pick it. I don't know what's happening. I maybe Thurston. I don't know. If you're a halfback and your best player's not firing, then your team's not going to fire.
Mm-hmm.
But then they've just lost Morgan. Lachlan Coote's been in and out of the team.
They
lost Caleb Ponga.
Yeah.
They lost Ponga, and he's probably been the most formed player of the year.
Ethan Lowe's not playing first grade anymore.
Yeah, Colin Hess is coming in, can't tackle. What else? Tom Lawler's playing well.
Yeah, no,
he's always killing it.
Yeah, he's a good Samoan player. I don't know. I have a feeling it's JT, but I don't want to go against the great man. So that's our surprises and disappointments for the year so far. So Dally M. So for those who don't know, Dally M is the player of the year. Cameron Smith of the mighty Melbourne Storm is the current holder. So this year, we'll go with Wayne. Who's your Dally M player of the year so far?
So far, I would probably put James Maloney up there.
Same.
James Maloney.
Yeah. What was yours, Glenn?
Damien Cook.
Yeah.
I think Souths are going up.
Yeah. South are on fire.
Yeah,
as soon as Cook got ranked,
they're flying under the radar a bit, I reckon.
And they're in second.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
They're still getting, no one's really paying notice. I picked Maloney as well. So that's pretty easy. So what we'll do, we'll pick the midway season Dally M team of the year. So for here, it is 9 positions. So we need 9 players, gents. Glenn, go for it, mate. Tell me your team and position.
Fullback, I got Ponga. Wing, Addo Carr. Centre, Greg Inglis. Halfback, Ben Hunt. 5'8", James Maloney. Hooker, Damien Cook. Front row, Andrew Fafita. Second row, Angus Crichton. Lock, JT.
Jonathan Thurston. Awesome. You want to go into any depth about them as to why you picked certain players?
Pretty much the informed players at the moment.
Yeah.
You can't go past them. There's probably a couple that you can argue about here and there.
What was your hardest position to pick?
Second row.
Yeah, I've got 3. I've got 3 bracketed. I'll just say the best one that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Awesome. So I'll go my team. So fullback, I've still got 2 bracketed, but I'll pick one. I'm going to go Kalen Ponga. The wing, I've got David Fusatua. Centre, I've got Latrell Mitchell. 5'8", James Maloney. Halfback, Ben Hunt. Prop, Andrew Fafita. Hooker, Damien Cook. Second row, I've got to pick one. I'll go Tohu Harris. And lock, I'll go Jason Tama Lolo. So why I said I had bracketed for fullback, I had Dufty. This Dufty's been pretty well. Second row, I had Tarek Sims and Folis Kofusi as well. And then lock, I had Jake Trebojevic as well. But yeah, I'll stick with my team. Big Wayne, who's your team?
So my team, fullback Caleb McConga. On the wing, I've got Blake Ferguson.
Oh yeah. Normally I'd rip you for that.
Wow.
He's been killing it this year. He's been killing it. He's been doing really well, surprising me. He's playing for a contract. The centre, put Latrell Mitchell. 5'8" halfback, Maloney and Ben Hunt. Prop, Andrew Fafita. Hooker, Damien Cook. Second row, I had the same thing about 3 of them. I ended up doing Tohu Harris. And my locker is Jason Tamalolo.
You just copied my team?
Basically. As soon as you said I started laughing, like, stitch up. Definitely been stitched up.
Oh, you actually literally had the same name as me?
Yeah.
Glenn, you thought it was a side chat having your brother?
No.
Oh, okay. The unanimous, obviously, there was Kalen Ponga. The halves, James Maloney, Ben Hunt. That's not arguing. I don't think anyone can argue that. Fafita Cook, obviously, was a unanimous as well. And I think Tamalolo. Anyone have any different mock? Do you have?
No, Tamalolo as well. For a little bit, I was tossing between Jake Trebojevic as well. I even had Jack DeBellin in there for a little bit at one stage, but like, nah.
Yeah, he's played well. He's a gun.
Yeah, especially in Origin, first game, just killing us in the defence.
I'm glad he got picked this year.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Why did you choose Tohu Harris? Or why did you end up choosing?
Only because he pretty much got moved. He's at Melbourne, he's left side. He's moved to the right side, and he's pretty much transitioned as good as anyone can.
That's the exact same reason.
You're talking in the cheating car. Yourself, mate. So he's just transitioned, and then he's got that right side of the Warriors is pretty much the best right side in the comp.
How deadly are they?
Yeah,
Johnson,
Toe, Fusatula, and Peter Hickory, and they're all clicking.
Put Roger Tuivasa-Sheck in there.
Yeah, Roger Debate and the Isaac Luke's playing well this year, so I think we all have different wingers. Fergo, Fusatula, and the Fox. Yeah, Foxy out of the cup.
Yeah, Addo.
He's a beast.
He is.
I'm happy he's playing well. Anyone think about Matt Duffy? Was on anyone?
I didn't even think about him. I didn't even remember him until you said it.
Yeah, he's playing
He's
well.
been killing it this year.
He's got a bad forward back to Kevin one though, so I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to Wayne's favourite part of the podcast. Shoot your shot.
Shoot the J. Shoot it!
On today's Shoot Your Shot, we'll do picking our final 8. So what I'll get each member to pick their 8, and then we'll go back in order and we'll break down who's playing who, and then we'll pick our eventual winner and the Club Churchill medal. And I'm just going to hide my note from Wayne. So then you can go off first, mate. So give us your top 8 and in order.
In order, I've got first place Souths, Dragons, Penrith, Storm, Warriors, Roosters, and Sharks and Tigers. I think Tigers sneaking in that top 8.
I don't blame you, mate.
There's always that one team that
Yeah.
sneaks in, goes on a good run, probably get knocked out, of course. But
yeah, my 8 was 8. So I went Dragons, mine Premiers, Penrith, Roosters, the Rabbitohs, and then I've got Storm, Warriors, Sharks, and I've got the Broncos coming 8th. And I don't even think that's it. That's a given. I think the Tigers could legit steal that. Maybe Canberra if they pull the finger out.
Yeah, Canberra too.
Yep. Wayne, who's your 8?
So I have Panthers on the Prims, the Rabbitohs, Dragons, and the Roosters. And then I've got the Storm, Warriors, Sharks, and the Broncos. That's my top 8.
That's the same bottom 4 as mine, mate. What is happening? What is going on here?
Great minds think alike, mate.
So for week 1, mate, who do you have playing and who wins?
So week 1, I've got the Panthers versus Dragons, Rabbitohs versus the Roosters, Storm versus Sharks, and Warriors and Broncos. So out of the Panthers and Dragons, I think the Panthers are going to take it.
Yep.
Rabbitohs, Roosters, I reckon the Rabbitohs are going to beat us. Storm,
Us, I mean the Chooks.
the Chooks, yeah, but me, sorry. Storm and the Sharks. I honestly think the Storm are going to be the Sharks.
Well, what did you have? Did you have the Storm coming 5th?
I had the Storm.
Storm coming 6th?
5th, yep. And
5th plays 8.
5th plays 8,
Yeah.
then Storm versus the Broncos then.
Yeah.
And then the Warriors versus the Sharks.
Yeah, that'd be. So who did you? So you have the
changing
Storm.
that over. So Storm over the Broncos then.
Yeah, and the Warriors
and then
Sharks.
I'll probably choose the Warriors to beat the Sharks.
Cool. Alright, I'll go over that. So for the final system, I'll just give a quick insight because I think even I got confused myself. So first plays 4th, second plays 3rd. So then it'd be the same for the bottom 4. 5th plays 8, 6th plays 7. So for that, I've got, for my first place 4th, I've got the Dragons versus the Rabbitohs. Second plays 3rd, I've got Penrith playing the Chooks. 5th playing 8th, I've got the Storm versus the Broncos. And for 6th versus 7th, I've got the Warriors and the Sharks. So the higher ranking team is obviously has home advantage. So for the Dragons Rabbitohs, I've got the Dragons winning that, which gives them the bye off. Penrith versus the Chookies, I've got the Chooks winning that, so that'll give the Chooks the bye off. Storm versus the Broncos, I've got the Storm winning that, and Warriors versus the Sharks, I've got the Warriors winning that. So with that being said, the Broncos and the Sharks will be eliminated in the first week. Glenn, who wins your first week matchups?
So I've got Souths v Storm, Souths beating Storm.
Yep.
Dragons and Penrith. I've got Penrith beating Dragons.
Yep.
I've got Warriors beating Tigers. And Roosters beating Sharks.
What do you have the Roosters?
6? Yeah, 6.
Wow.
Yeah,
Why
I don't see him making
not
top
happy with that
4.
one.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
So who wins your top 4 matches and who goes through straight away? So you had the Dragons.
Souths and Penrith.
Yeah, it's fair. Cool.
I think it's good. I'll get to that.
That's fair. Cool. So second week, who you got winning second week?
See, I got confused with how it works.
Okay, cool. Good. I'll go with mine and hopefully see if you guys can figure yours out. So obviously for mine, the Dragons and the Chooks advanced. So I've got the Rabbitohs playing the Storm, and this may be biased, but I've got the Storm winning that one. And then Penrith playing the Warriors. I got Penrith beating the Warriors because it'll be at Penrith. That's probably the only reason I went. Other than that, I can't really pick it. Wayne, for your next round, who do you have making it to the prelims?
So obviously I had the Panthers and the Rabbitohs going off, so the Dragons and the Roosters both lost.
Yep.
So I see the Dragons versus the Warriors and the Roosters versus the Storm. I just think the Dragons are going to put on the Warriors, and sorry really, but the Roosters beating you.
All good, mate. So the final 4 teams. So I'll go mine. I've got the Dragons playing Penrith. All week I've had the Penrith winning that. And then last minute I changed to the Dragons. So I've got the Dragons making it into the grand final. And then I've got the other one, I've got the Chooks versus the Storm in the prelim. And I've got the Chookies winning that. So my grand final would be the Dragons and the Chooks at 2011 all over again. And the same result, I got the Dragons winning that. And my Club Churchill medal winner would be Matt Duffy at fullback. Wayno, who's your prelim?
So obviously with the Roosters and the Dragons going through, so I got the Panthers versus the Chooks.
Yep.
And the Rabbitohs versus the Dragons.
Yep.
And I think the Roosters and the Dragons are going to tap out. I reckon the Panthers and the Rabbitohs are going to beat us.
Yep.
So I see Panthers Rabbitohs grand final with the Rabbitohs to win.
Ooh.
And Greg Inglis to get the Club Churchill.
Awesome. So who was in your final 4, Glenn? And then who makes the grand final and wins Club Churchill?
Well, I didn't go that far, but because I've got a great prediction,
Yep.
I've gone straight to the grand final and
Yep.
gone Penrith and Souths.
Yep.
With Penrith beating Souths with James Maloney for the Club Churchill.
So Wayne, you've got Rabbits winning it all.
Yep.
I've got Dragons winning it all, and Glenn, you've got
Panthers.
Penrith winning it all. And I think
Yep.
they're the 3 teams that'll be there for sure. I can't really see any other teams beating them.
Nah, not really. Unless there's some sort of surprise injuries to like main players. Besides that, those 3 teams are top of the ladder for a reason.
Yep. It's funny, I had Penrith all week, and then for some reason I just changed to Dragons, but now I'm kind of questioning why I picked the Dragons. They're not the best coached team, they just have good players.
I think like the way that they've been playing all year too. I think Ben Hunt has a lot to prove from that.
That's 2015.
Exactly.
The basketball.
Got to move on from that knock on.
Yep.
So he's got to have a lot to prove, especially coming off that high of debuting, or no, not debuting, but playing for the Maroons and all that. He's going to want to have a point to prove.
Yep. Glennie, why did you go Penrith?
Just the way they're playing. James Maloney can't. Any team he goes in, they're always going, making the finals, going on, make the grand final, winning it.
Yeah.
I think James Maloney is the big key factor for it.
So looking into that, so he was in the Storm squad 2009 and 10 for the grand final. So he went there. So he's been in the grand final with the Storm. 2011 he was with the Warriors.
Yeah.
2013 he won with Chooks. Oh yeah, and then 2016 he won with
Sharks.
So this is his first year at Penrith? Second.
First
year at Penrith and they could win it all.
Yeah.
So he's got something about him that makes him
does,
Yeah. I don't know what it is.
I think Michael Ennis said something over the weekend as well, where he said if you can get past that, like 20 to 30% error rate, he's actually a pretty good player, and he knows.
Oh, he's really good. He's the best 5'8" by far in the competition.
So you get past that, and then you've got someone that can lead the team across the park. He's been doing that for Origin. Like he did it for New South Wales in the first game where he just took control. He's an absolute animal when he's on the field.
He's one of those players just getting better by age.
As well. He is. I think Cronulla, I don't know why they got rid of him from that morning. They were paying the exact same amount of money too.
They were up there with one of the disappointments too. Not the team, but more likely their boys as well. With Matt Moylan coming in from Maloney. What were you thinking?
And Josh Dugan.
Yeah, well, Josh Dugan, I think those couple of times he's played, he hasn't been too bad from that fullback, but being injured all the time, he hasn't really fired the way I'm guessing most Shark supporters would have liked him to fire.
Yeah, definitely. So that's Shoot Your Shot for today. So for the roundup, the question for this week was, who should be the next immortal and why? So this is as quick as you can and a quick reason. So Wayno, who is your next immortal and why?
So the next immortal is Darren Lockyer.
Yep.
So I chose him. You know, he just comes from he played for a team like the Broncos. He captained Queensland, captained Australia. He switched from fullback to playing in the halves and did a great job at doing both. He led the Maroons to an era, such a strong era, and starting off with that awesome intercept to bring them into the new era of just winning all the time.
Yep.
I just think he's just one of those class act players, and I think he's going to be the next immortal.
Awesome. So I'll go next. So mine's Darren Lockyer as well. Surprise, surprise, me and Wayne got the same answer. So mine was just pretty much, he was the best fullback in the competition, and then he pretty much transitioned to be the best 5'8" in the competition. So like I said in the last point, every time he played Origin, I don't think he ever got carried. I think he did what he needed to do to win. He was a great Origin player. He's won a few premierships with Brisbane as well. So he's my next immortal. But if I could say something else, I would have picked Cameron Smith, but he's still playing, so I can't pick him. Okay, here's a little side question. Is Thurston still in the immortal after this year?
The next?
Or would he still be, like, he was assured before this year, right? Would you still put him in even though he's had a terrible season?
I would, yeah.
I think you can always have that, like that one season doesn't define who he is as a player.
But it's this last one, that's the bad part.
Yeah.
Because everyone remembers their last season.
I think a lot of people are gonna, like, especially when it comes to Thurston, like me personally, I probably remember more of what he's done than his last season.
Yeah.
I'm not going to define him by just that last season that he had, even though it was a terrible season. Like, he might kill it from now until the end of the season as well.
Yeah.
But I think he's still in contention.
Yep.
In there, sorry.
Yep.
To be considered for it. But I don't think I'll take him out of there.
Awesome. Glenn, who's your next immortal and why?
I've got Mal Meninga.
Yep.
Simply just the amount of stuff he's done in his career, the amount of awards he's won. He's in the Australian Rugby League Hall of Fame in 2003. Coaching Queensland to
research there.
I've always liked Mal Meninga.
Good old Wikipedia.
Great research.
I know a bit about him. Just coaching that Queensland side.
Yep.
What was it, 9 straight wins, was it? Series wins?
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
I hate to say it.
You tell me, brother. I was too busy enjoying it.
Apart from that, he's alright.
Kangaroos coach, won the World Cup last year.
Yeah.
Left PNG at one stage too.
Yeah,
He's popping. He's PNG heritage. And like
Yeah.
his missus is a Kiwi. I hope he has a son plays with Kiwis because we need him. So that's the last question for roundup. So just to finish up, we've got the rep round this weekend, guys. So We've got PNG are playing Fiji this week, and then we've got the big one, Tonga playing Samoa. Then we've got the test in America, so New Zealand are playing England in Denver, in America. So that's high altitude, so that's going to be interesting. And it's good to bring the game over to America. And then the big game on Saturday is Saturday Origin 2, guys. So should be a good weekend of rugby league. Gentlemen, thank you for joining me again. Any final words?
Thanks for having us.
How do you feel, Glenn? You've been nervous at the start, mate.
Definitely not as nervous now, but yeah.
I like the research about the thing, mate. That's beautiful.
Stitch up.
Big Wayno, any last words, mate?
Go the Maroons.
Go the Maroons.
Go the Maroons.
That was heaps exciting.
Oh, go the Maroons and go the Chooks.
No way.
Cheers. Alright, thanks for listening, guys. So just if you need to listen to the podcast, we have 4 avenues of listening. So the website is the-will.com.au. So if you want to head to the website, give it a listen. iTunes, if you want to listen through the podcast app, type in The Will and it'll pop up. The YouTube, just type in my name, Willie Ulu, and The Will pop up on YouTube if you want to give it a listen there. And the final place to listen is our Facebook page. Type in Willie Ulu on Facebook and the page will come up. Give us a like or share the content and comment or do whatever you want. Gentlemen, thank you very much and stay tuned for the next podcast. Thanks, guys.